Action.
That's what I was afraid of. I don't know the announcements or anything, so you're going to get to do the announcements. Happy Monday. It's the Kate and Val show today.
It is the Kate and Val show today.
So, we're glad everybody is joining us.
No one's joining us yet.
No, they don't. We're on time. But...
Uh-oh, Paula's walking in.
Again?
That's her second time today.
Oh, my.
Maybe she came to do live.
Are you doing live with us today? No. That was... Yes. That was a no.
It was a no.
So what do we have this week? I'm trying to think.
I have my Serger Club project. Shall we go take a peek at that?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to put this in front of the camera, give you a little sneak peek, I'm sorry, of what we are doing today. Okay, so this is my Serger project that is on Thursday, and this is available for anybody that has a regular serger or an applaud serger, and the supply list is out on the website. The kit is $10.99 and the class is $10. Then we also have this class coming up. Val, do you want to grab that and read off the date on that one? So this is Elaine's by Annie class. Val. No. I think Val misunderstood me. So hang on just a second. So this class is February the 21st at 9:30. It is a $10 class fee. And the kit fee is $32.99, so it is a little bit more expensive because it actually has 3 zippers in it.
I love those colors.
It also has the mesh and the vinyl. So this is called Pocket Packers, and that is going to be Elaine's Next by Annie class. Let's see. I think I just saw... Did I see Nancy on here? Nancy wanted to let you know that I did call Kimberbell. Apparently none of Above and Beyond's customers have received their file, and she was going to get a hold of IT and get that corrected for us. So hopefully sometime today you'll get that. And I think that is all of the announcements.
Bernina Club, Wednesday, correct?
Bernina Club is Wednesday with Patrick and Elaine, and that is going to be at 10 o'clock.
And I don't know what else we've got going this week then.
I think that's enough.
That's enough?
So we got Kimberbell DDE tomorrow.
True.
We've got
hopefully the files will be out to people.
Bernina Club on Wednesday. We've got Serger Club on Thursday. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot. Okay, so, and we have a winner. Ta-da. We are going to send this to our friend Pat Lambert.
Wonderful.
So it's a little Valentine towel, Miss Pat. And we hope you enjoy that. We'll put it in with your package that Matt has on his table to mail to you.
So Kim, we just walked over to look at that project. It's a little hexagon table topper in Valentine fabric. What is that green pattern that you had in front of the camera? Well, Miss Marie, that happens to be today's project. I just put it in front of the camera whilst I was on a walk so that I don't make you all seasick.
Yeah.
So it sounds like everybody did get their Kimberbell files, and I will be doing that tomorrow.
All right.
So what you got, Miss Val?
Well, I lost my computer last week. It sort of got sick.
Uh-oh.
So I still don't have it back, and last night I decided I needed to come up with plan B, or C or D, whatever. Anyway, I went out to the Fat Quarter Shop, found this pattern for a quilt, but we're going to make a table runner with it.
I love it.
Just changing things up a little bit.
And this is going to be linked to today's calendar, and it is a freebie, right?
It is a freebie, yes ma'am, and it's a beginner freebie, which
That's
is nice.
great.
So I just decided I would do that much of
I like that.
the table runner.
Yeah, to make it into a table runner.
Right. You could also make it into placemats or whatever you want. It's such an easy one.
Ooh, I wonder how many. We'll have to look at it to see what you, how you would break that up for the placemat.
Well,
That intrigues me.
I think I did 10. So I did 5 fabrics.
Maybe 4?
4 or 5. Uh-huh. These are 4.5-inch pieces.
So that's 9, 18. So 4 is 18.
4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 5 is 20. So but you could do the 16 and then add a small border around it.
Absolutely, you could.
Lots of neat things.
We also, Roberta, are having an absolute beautiful day here. I have tried to have the front door open all day, but I open it, Val closes it.
Once, and that's when the back door was open too. Roberta?
There was a little bit of a breeze when we got that delivery in.
So anyway, these pieces are cut 4.5 by 9.5. And these are 4.5 by 4.5.
That's it.
That's it. So extra simple. So we're just going to very quickly do a little chain piecing here.
So we do have, let me show you Val's finished project, and then I will show you the kit that we have. So Val is getting ready for St. Patrick's Day, which I cannot believe, but this year on St. Patrick's Day will be 5 years since we started doing our Facebook Lives.
That's amazing.
Isn't this cool? So she's got all different St. Patrick's Day prints, and then this little green tone on tone.
And I'm just doing 1/4-inch seams.
We are going to be doing the Riley Blake tabletop banners on live, Laurie. They just came in the end of last week. So I'm sure Cindy will get those scheduled here. She's going to be doing those. And the kit that we have available is all the same fabrics that you've got, right?
Yes, they sure are.
So it is $16.50. $16.50 for the fabric kit. We do have them up on the website.
And that does include the backing.
The backing and the binding, right?
Yes,
That's a pretty
correct.
good price.
Yes. There's just lots of little stitching here today.
And if any of you are our Radiance owners, I love the fabric she picked too, Laura. If any of you are the brand new Radiance owners, the limited edition ones, we did receive this morning the extension table and the kit that is being gifted to you from Baby Luck. We are in the process of assigning those to you all right now, so you should be hearing from us on those, and it will just take us a day or two to get those down to the Littleton store for you.
I think this would be a really fun project to make into a quilt too.
Thanks, Susan. Appreciate you doing that, because I didn't do that.
You didn't? What didn't you do?
Okay, so you do have her on the
Put the link up.
Uh-oh.
still on pause, is what I'm saying.
It is a very quick, if you're wanting, and this pattern actually would work for all types of holidays.
Oh, yes.
So
Anything.
if you wanted to do a Valentine one, I mean, it would go together really quickly for that too.
Okay. Was it the Hopkins Child Bunny?
Oops, hello.
Glad you got your DDE, Annette. We will be doing that tomorrow.
Okay, we'll just trim these. But see how quick that was by just doing a little chain piecing on it?
Uh-huh. I think Patrick could do this one, because guess what? There is no
No.
points to match. No
Nothing.
points.
Nothing at all. he could do this.
The website says you only have one kit available. Interesting.
That's interesting.
I can't do anything about that right at the moment. Matt's with a customer, but as soon
If
as
Amanda's watching, maybe.
I haven't seen Amanda come up, so I don't think Amanda's watching. But we'll get that corrected. Thanks for letting me know, Tammy.
And I'm just using the handy dandy ironing board that we have here by the chorus.
Do you push them? Do you press them all to the small square? Is that what
I
you
do.
She pushes them to the small square. Oh my gosh. Let me see if Matt's available. Matt?
Yeah. And remember, we're not putting a rocket together here. We are just simply,
And it's got no borders. It goes straight to the binding. This would be a great one for a beginner quilter. Hey, Matt, can you help us, please? Apparently, our website says we only have one kit available.
Wow, they better buy it quick.
One person's going to get lucky. Can you go see?
BoardWalk,
Yeah, Amanda put it up, and I haven't looked to see.
New system, it's different to market as unlimited.
oh, okay. Well, all right. So we're just going to, now,
So, Marco, you absolutely can do it, because Patrick could do this one.
yes. On this, I would suggest laying it out on your cutting table or on something before you start putting it together.
Okay.
Just me. But I'm just going to go by our picture here and stitch them together.
Tammy got the one, and now it's out of stock. Matt is going in there to change that. Our software point of sale system did an update, and things that used to happen don't happen automatically now, and so
We don't like it much.
Matt, can you come hold the camera for just a moment? Someone says the pattern isn't linked, so I need to go link the pattern real quick.
Wow.
Hi, Matt.
Hi.
How
Hi,
are you?
everybody.
How are you?
I'm getting there.
Good. You got that quilt done yet?
I do not.
You've been working on that since we came in this
I had
morning.
problems. I don't know what I'm doing.
Just a kid.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will tell you that since I used white, on anything that had a white, I pressed to the dark. Yeah. But this is so fun because you don't have to worry about nesting seams or anything. It just goes together.
Hi, guys.
It's Matthew here doing live with me today. We're just stitching these little seams.
No, Renee, it's not glorious summer. I need more practice before I do.
Yeah, you
a
don't
quilt
want
like
that one.
And I'm glad I'm not doing that because I had issues right off the bat with this one. So I'm just doing. I don't even know what it's called. Do you know what it's called, Mom? Dandelions in the Dust is the
It's
quilt I'm
really
quilting right
pretty.
now, and we will be showing it on Comments Sold on Friday.
Right. I thought those colors were my colors, but your mom says it has too much orange in it for me. I disagree, but you know, she's the boss.
All right, and people are asking what we're doing. We're doing the BoardWalk Shamrock Table Runner.
Yeah.
And that
So I
is
took
the
a
kit.
quilt pattern and made it into a table runner.
Very nice.
And we decided, your mom and I decided that that Patrick could have done this. You could have stitched this one.
Patrick could have done it. It's his favorite holiday.
Saint Me Day.
Saint Me Day.
Your mom just mentioned that Saint Me Day will be 5 years that we've been doing Facebook Lives.
Oh yeah! Wow.
pretty amazing, huh?
It is. Can't quite reach over there for you guys to see.
Here, it's my.
Alright.
Show them the ironing board that I'm using.
A Yaya Han
Uh-huh.
ironing board.
Uh-huh.
I'm ready.
Oh, and Kate's kicking me out of
Oh,
here.
actually, you know what? Let's do this. We'll do the manager special.
Oh, yeah, good idea. So you have to watch carefully now, Matt.
Yep. All right, I'm not gonna show it until we're ready.
Okay,
Ready?
I'm ready.
All
I
right.
love it.
So this is our manager special today. Quite often when our fabric vendors sell us fabric, if we buy a full line of fabric, they will send us in what they call a cheetah quilt. So this is not pieced. It is
Cheater, not cheetah.
And so this is a cheetah quilt for a fabric line that we do have here in the stores. And we are selling this for $25. So if anybody wants a quick and easy quilt, all they have to do is to quilt this. They don't have to piece it. Then we've got one of those available.
Okay, the first name I see that popped up is Laura Kim John. Says I won it.
All right.
Okay.
Congratulations, Laura.
All right, you got that?
Yep.
All right, I'm kicked out of here now.
And we're halfway done with our piecing.
Yes, I did just get the link to the calendar. So thank you for being patient with that.
And for any of you ladies who travel or go to quilting bees or anything, this little Oliso is great. We didn't link that, but
Hey, Matt, we have a message for you from Bob Abbey. Would you like to hear it?
Sure.
Here's an idea for you. It's been 5 years of lives. Could you create a quick link for the year's lives so we don't have to go back each month on the event tab? I don't know that you can group 1 year of calendars.
The only thing I could do is link them to, I could put like a link for 2020 or 2021, but they would still have to filter through the months. I can only link to one of those months. I can't link to all of them. Does that make sense?
Oh, so
I
you could link it to January of 2020. Okay, so Bob, I'm not sure because I know Matt was a little far away. I don't know if you heard everything there, but what he is saying is he can create a link, but to only one link per year. So he could link it for January of 2020, January of 2021, January of 2022, and then you would still need to go through that year to find that.
but that might be easier than.
And that's a yes, please.
Okay, I can do that.
And Laurie says we should bring back some of the lives from 5 years ago.
I'm thinking that would be a good idea. Since we run out of ideas sometimes.
By year would be very helpful. That would still...
I can do that. I just have to figure out where I'm going to put that, but I can try and have it ready for tomorrow.
Oh, he's going to do that for tomorrow for you. After he's finished quilting this quilt over there.
And does all of his mailings.
Yeah, I forgot a lot of mail.
Okay, we do have another manager special today. We have a sewing version of the Kimberbell Candy Corn Quilt Shop. So
No embroidery, right?
this is not embroidery. This is one of those ones where you get all of the applique shapes that you can bring into your IQ, or you can do traditional tracing, infusing, and stitching the manual way. And this was a $40 pattern, and we are selling it for $15.
Wow, that's a good price.
There was a lot of people that went on the Facebook then. Call it oldies but goodies. Are you talking about us?
okay. I think I missed. No, I guess I didn't. It's good. Getting a little confused here with my piecing.
You got it?
Well, you know, it is just a table runner. But I think
Maybe I should see who is scheduled to do it on March 17th, which was the first one, and maybe we will repeat that one from 5 years ago.
You know what that was?
I do remember what that was. I did it from my sewing room at home when the stores were completely
Closed.
shut down.
Yeah.
Kim, that would be a big undertaking to have a list of every project that was done and the date. That would be...
I'm not volunteering for that.
Yeah, Matt just said he's not volunteering for that. Well, I'm glad that you've learned so much.
Okay, just a couple more.
So we do have Comet Sold on Friday that Matt told you about. We've got some fun stuff to show you. We'll have discount fabric, brand new fabric, clearance items. We've got a new quilt over there that Matt's working on.
Which may or may not be done.
Oh, it'll be done. It may not be great.
Okay. Oh, don't do that. It was misbehaving. Don't look. We'll just start at the other end. Thank goodness
Amy says she goes back and watches the old lives all the time.
Really?
Val, can you please repeat what machine you said would be a good one for classes? Probably the Radiance.
Yes.
No, just joking.
That's exactly what I was thinking. The Radiance is a great one for the classes to carry back and forth. Are you talking about
It's Renee.
sewing?
Did you talk to Renee about a class to go to and from classes?
Adams? I think we talked about the soprano. Oh, well, no, actually, I did. I told you the used Solaris would be great up there to take. But I would say if you want a good machine for sewing classes, I would have a Solaris or a soprano.
So our Comet Sold sale will be at our usual 2 o'clock time frame.
All right, one more after this and we're done with this little guy.
I would agree with you, Roberto. It's kind of hard to comprehend the complexity of what we went through that year.
You guys selling machines out through the window before
my
I came back
gosh.
to work.
Do you remember that? We would literally be on our cell. We literally had a power cord outside, and we would be on our cell phone, and the customer would be on their cell phone, and we literally would demo the machine.
Oh, it's my computer repairman.
Dying. Can I see your phone, please?
It's in the back on the table.
Okay.
Matt will show you. Or you can always call it.
So the little iron is a great one for classes.
Yes.
Oh, did you mention that the Yaya Han machine was good for classes?
No, I didn't, but that was our Yaya hand ironing board.
And
I was mentioning
Jackie,
it,
we have your extension table here for you.
I was mentioning the Alyssa.
Yeah, the
iron was
Solaris
really good.
is definitely a little too heavy and not very convenient. I would maybe look at the Soprano because it is a mid-size machine.
And it has so many features on it. So look there. that's all pieced together.
That is so cool. You want to show them your finished
I am.
one and talk about how you
Yeah,
finished that
so we're
up?
not going to finish this one, but what I did was
Thank you, Susan.
double-sided fusible batting, and then I quilted it. So I did from here.
You did. Let's see. Can you see it from this side?
Yeah, kind of. Not good. But I did the corners. I just did 2 sides. And then all of the rest of the blocks,
Basically
I did
on
3.
all the seams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, just inside the seams.
But instead of taking this down, she did stop and follow the seam line and the join lines on those.
Pivoted it. Just pivot and go down. Made
So
it
we
so
did
easy.
we were out of sopranos about a week or so ago, Marie, but I think those came in. I'll ask Matt when he comes out here.
But then just use the quilt. Thanks to Kate, she showed me how to use the quilt binding
I
foot.
want to grab the quilt binding foot.
I have it
and
right
I'll
here.
talk about that.
Yes, because I did not know how to use it well.
Okay, so this is the quilt binding foot. And first of all, I want you to see that little notch right here. Okay, that's not a fault on the foot. That is there because you are actually going to, when you bring your fabric around to stitch it down, the fold of your fabric will go up to that tiny little notch. And what happens is this foot is uneven. Can you see that it's kind of got this ledge here on the left side? So when the binding comes around and the ledge on the left side raises that side up, and it will even out the fabric from the quilt to the fabric to the binding, so it sits nice and flush, and it literally will like run right along in that groove for you. Love, love, love that
And then the
foot.
other tip you told me about was to press it out once, but do not press it over.
Correct.
And I did that the first time, and that did not work
So
well.
whenever I do binding, and we've shown binding a lot, but whenever I've done binding, I stitch it to the wrong side of my quilt, and I press my binding away from my runner, okay? But what Val is saying is that I do not recommend pressing the binding over and down on top.
Right.
Because what that does, that creates a crease here before you have really figured out where that fold needs to be. So don't press the binding over to the front. Just do the one press away from the back. And I think the backing piece of fabric for this, was it 15 or 16 inches?
16 inches, yes.
16 inches by width of fabric. And lots of you are saying that you love that foot.
Anyway, that's the way we've finished this one today.
Okay, and I think with that, we are going to let you
this
go
is a
today.
fast and easy one.
Yeah,
Tomorrow
we
might
have,
be longer,
Yeah, we have 2 embroideries that we have
Okay.
to do tomorrow.
so you'll be busy.
And that foot does fit any of the Baby Luck machines that take the standard snap-on feet. Yes. And I believe it is $21.99.
Or
So-
$22,
or
whichever one.
$22.
With a discount. So, thank you all for joining us today, and we'll see you back here 2 o'clock tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye,
Thank
everybody.
you. Bye-bye.